Hello and welcome to my Excel tutorial videos. So this is the first video in a series, basically, or a playlist, I guess I created it as. Anyway, it's Excel Explained. So I wanted to go through some of the basics of Excel, and before we do a whole lot of anything, I wanted to show you the difference between the two types of Excel, because there are basically two types. And as far as the actual workings go, Google Sheets and Apple Numbers do a lot of the same things. They have mostly the same formats or the same formulas, but I just wanted to introduce you to Excel first. So there are two versions of Excel. The one that I usually prefer is the full version. So the full version is the one that you actually buy and download. Used to, they would give you CDs, but yeah. So if you have a laptop or a computer or something like that, you would buy the full version. It's downloaded onto your computer, so you don't need internet access. It'll work all the time, and all of the files get saved to your computer. That's the full version. There are some very helpful benefits from the full version. There are things that you can do with the full version that you can't do with the other one. But let me introduce you to the other one. So this is the full version. This is Excel. This is from Office 365. So Office 365 is basically the Office suite from Microsoft. And Microsoft Office contains Excel, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, those types of things. They have the full version of all of that, and then they have the cloud-based version, and that's what this Office 365 is. So this is Excel 365, and you notice right away that it looks a little different. Let me expand this so it looks a little bit more alike. But notice, like, it has my little initials, it has some like share and comments, whereas over here you don't have initials and share and comments. Now you could sign in, but yeah, and then you could share it that way. They're trying to make it a little bit more functional like 365, but I still prefer the full version. Okay, so this is Office 365. And this is cloud-based, so you have to have internet access to work in here. Now, sometimes you have the option of saving. Let's see, save as. So you can save a file to your computer. Sometimes it gives you the option of where you could work offline. So in that case, it acts a little bit like the full version. But there are some things that you don't have access to on this one that you have in the full version. Okay, so this is Office 365. It's still good. It still does a whole lot of the same things, but it just depends on how deep you're going to take this. One of the good benefits on this one, good benefits, I'm not sure that that's grammatically correct, but I don't teach English. So, okay, one of the benefits with this one is that you can share this file. So let's say you have a group project and you want to work together and you want to be able to edit the same spreadsheet, like maybe you're responsible for part of it and your other group member is responsible for some other part of it. You can share with people and you can give them permission to be able to either view it only, or you can give them permission to edit it. So y'all can be working on the same spreadsheet at the same time, and their edits go in there and your edits go in there. So it's good for collaboration. Personally, I've never had to really do that on a spreadsheet, and I'm a little protective of my spreadsheets. I'm a helicopter spreadsheet mom. I don't really want people changing my numbers, but it depends on what kind of a project you're working on. Some college projects, for example, are really detailed and there are lots of pieces to it. So you may have different parts, and they could be working on their section. You could be working on yours. So it is handy, and it does have a place. I'm going to go back to the full version. So when you open this up, you see this. It's got nothing, right? It's blank. And normally when you open it up, it only has sheet 1. So this is basically, they call it a workbook, and it's kind of like one of those 3-subject notebooks or 5-subject notebooks where you have like a bunch of papers and then a little divider and then more papers and a divider. You have sections. So when you first open it, it just has one section, but there's this little plus sign down here and you can add more sheets. So maybe I was doing some kind of a science project. I might have something on the water cycle, and then maybe I have some calculations on chemistry. I don't know, something else. You can put in a whole bunch of different sheets. I'm not sure what the maximum number of sheets is. I've never run out, so never actually tested that, but it's a bunch. So you